So, a very good morning, students. Greetings of the day. Welcome to the online lecture series on the course that is Railways, Airport, and Waterways. So, this is the lecture number 30, and this is actually module 4, and we are talking about the airport planning and design. Okay, we have covered the railways part, and we are covering the airport part in this entire module 4. So, till now, in previous two lecture, I have talked about the components of the airport and the aircraft, and in this lecture, we will specifically will be talking about the airport planning. Okay, and there are two things that we have to discuss for the airport planning, and the first one is the types of airport planning studies, and the second one is the forecasting in the aviation and the airport planning. Okay, so let us start with the first part, that is types of airport planning studies. Actually, I have divided this entire uh, airport and airport engineering right into different units. So unit 1 and unit 2 has been covered by me in the previous two lectures. Now we'll covering the unit 3 of this airport planning and design, and it is about the airport planning. There are two aspects of it: types of airport planning studies, and the second one is the forecasting in aviation and airport planning, right? So let us start with the airport planning. So the first thing is that what does airport planning involves? So an airport planning actually involves two things. First one is the preparation of master plan, and the second one is the layout plans, right? जब भी हम किसी भी तरह की प्लानिंग की बात करते हैं, चाहे एयरपोर्ट हो, चाहे रेलवेज हो, चाहे आपका रोडवेज हो, तो उसमें पहला तो जो स्टेप होता है, उसमें सबसे पहली चीज यही होती है कि वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर द मास्टर प्लान. ठीक है, एंड आफ्टर द प्रिपेयरिंग द मास्टर प्लान we have to plan the layouts. Okay, so two most important thing you have to keep in the mind while proceeding further for the airport planning. It includes preparation of the master plan and the layout plans. Okay, so पहली चीज हो गई आपकी प्रिपरेशन ऑफ द मास्टर प्लान, और दूसरी चीज हो गई ऑफ द लेआउट प्लान्स. उसके बाद अगर हम एयरपोर्ट प्लानिंग स्टडीज की बात करें, तो जो there are various types of airport planning studies which are to be carried out before carrying out the construction of an airport. ठीक है, कौन कौन सी स्टडीज हमको कैरी आउट करनी है? टेक्निकल फिजिबिलिटी स्टडी सबसे पहली चीज जरूरी होती है, वो है आपकी टेक्निकल फिजिबिलिटी स्टडी. दूसरी है फोरकास्टिंग रिक्वायरमेंट स्टडीज. तीसरी है फैसिलिटीज प्लानिंग. चौथी है फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग. पांचवी है इकोनॉमिक प्लानिंग. छठी है ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल प्लानिंग, स्ट्रेटेजिक प्लानिंग एंड इन्वायरमेंटल प्लानिंग. So the various types of studies, the various types of airport planning studies which are to be carried out before carrying out the construction of an airport, right? We have to carry out these different studies. These are namely technical feasibility studies, forecasting requirement study. ठीक है, पहले में टेक्निकलिटी के बारे में बात करते हैं. दूसरा है फोरकास्टिंग रिक्वायरमेंट स्टडी, सारी फोरकास्ट की जाती है. Then facilities planning, what are the facilities available? Then the financial planning, economic planning, whether it will be economical to our country or not. Organizational planning, what will be the hierarchy? Strategic planning, and then environmental planning, whether it is not going to harm our environment or not. Okay, so after that we have divided it into different 8 studies. We'll discuss about all the different 8 studies one by one. So the first one is engineering and technical planning studies. So how you define the engineering and technical planning studies? Actually, these studies involve various activities like approach zone survey, drainage survey, meteorological survey, natural resources survey, soil survey, topographical surveys and traffic survey. तो जो आपकी इंजीनियरिंग एंड टेक्निकल प्लानिंग स्टडीज में से सब जो सर्वेज इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, उसमें सबसे पहला होता है ड्रेनेज सर्वे, दूसरा होता है मेट्रोलॉजिकल सर्वे, तीसरा है नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज सर्वे, चौथा है सॉइल सर्वे, टोपोग्राफिकल सर्वे एंड ट्रैफिक सर्वे। ठीक है, तो इन सारी जो इंजीनियरिंग एंड टेक्निकल प्लानिंग स्टडीज है, जो पहला स्टेप है उसमें ये सारे सर्वेस इन्वॉल्व किए जाते हैं। अप्रोच जोन, ड्रेनेज सर्वे, मेट्रोलॉजिकल सर्वेज, नेचुरल रिसोर्स सर्वे, सॉइल का सर्वे, टोपोग्राफिकल सर्वे एंड ट्रैफिक सर्वे। Then coming to the forecasting requirement studies, these studies involve determining the parameters like annual passenger volume, annual volume of the aircrafts, peak day and peak hour volume of the passengers and aircraft, air cargo, air mail and the general aviation etc. तो forecasting में हम क्या क्या forecast करते हैं, जैसे कि what will be the annual passenger volume, what will be the annual volume of the aircraft, what the peak day and peak hour volume of the passengers and the aircraft, air cargo, air mail and the general aviation etc. So while forecasting requirement study, we have to carry out the forecasting of these different elements, including your annual passenger volume, annual volume of the aircraft, peak day and peak hour volume of the passenger and the aircraft, air cargo, air mail and the general aviation, right? So this is all about the engineering and technical planning studies and forecasting requirement study. Proceeding forward, we have facilities planning. In facility planning, we have to actually cover the or focus on the future needs for the airfield infrastructure, such as runways, taxiways, aircraft parking facilities, associated lighting, communication and navigational system, terminal buildings and facilities, parking lots, ground access infrastructure, support facilities such as fuel farms, power plants, and non-aeronautical land uses such as office parks, hotels, restaurants, rental car location, etc. So while carrying out the facility planning, you have to focus on the needs for the airfield infrastructure. इसमें क्या क्या for such as your runways, taxiway, aircraft parking facility, which is associated lighting, communication and navigational system, terminal buildings and facilities, parking lots, ground access infrastructure, and support facilities such as fuel farms, power plants, non-aeronautical land uses such as office parks, hotels, restaurants, rental car locations, etc. Then next one is your financial planning. What does it focus actually? In financial planning is concerned with the predicting future revenues and expenses, budgeting the resources and planning for the financial assistance through the grant program, bond issues or private investment. So in financial planning, you have to concern with the future revenues and the expenses, the first one, the budgeting resources, the second one, and then planning for the financial assistance through grant program, what will be the grant, bond issues or private investment, right? Now the next one is economic planning. So this economic planning considers the future of economic activity such as trade and commerce and the activity of industries that exist on the airport and of airport property and are either a direct or indirect result of the airport operation. So while doing the economic planning, you have to consider the future of the economic activity, including the trade and commerce, the activity of industries that exist on the airport and of the airport property and are either a direct or indirect result of the airport operations, right? Now, the other two studies are which are included for the airport planning studies. The sixth one is the organizational planning. Okay, in organizational planning, which entails the management of future labor requirements and organizational structure for the airport administration, staff and associated labor force. So what does it focus? It actually entails the management of the future labor requirements and organizational structures for the airport administration staff and associated the labor force. The next one is, and the last one is, which is related to airport planning studies, is strategic planning. So it encompasses all other planning activities into a coordinated effort to maximize the future potential of the airport to the community. So strategic planning, what it encompasses, it actually includes all the planning activities into a coordinated effort to maximize the future potential of the airport to the community, right? So this are all about the uh, now the last one, actually I forget this, the last one is your environmental planning. So why environmental planning is necessary, this environmental planning actually concentrates on the maintaining or improving the existing environmental condition. See, whenever you're going to construct anything, whether it's airport, whether it's any railway station, you have to keep something in your mind that it is not going to have an adverse impact on the environment actually. So in order to maintain the or improve the existing environmental condition in the face of the changes in future airport activity, environmental planning includes the land use planning, noise mitigation, wetland reclamation, wildlife preservation, etc. And these environmental factors must be carefully considered in the development of new airport or the expansion of an existing one. In this connection, the following three studies are made to assess the project authorities in planning the airport. और कौन-कौन से assessment है? Environmental impact assessment, that is EIA, environmental impact statement, that is EIS, and environmental management plan, that is EMP. Okay, so this environmental factors actually uh, carefully considered, have to be carefully considered in the development of a new airport or the expansion of an existing one. And in connection to this above, the following three studies are made to assess the project authorities in planning the airport. This include environmental impact assessment, EIA, environmental impact statement, EIS, and environmental management plan, EMP. Okay. Now, the next topic is forecasting in the aviation and airport planning. Okay. What we have to forecast actually in aviation and airport planning. So the reliable predictions of the airport activity in respect of the following parameters are to be made. So we have to actually forecast these following elements. The first one is annual passenger volume, annual volume of the aircrafts, peak day and peak hour volume of the passengers and aircraft, air cargo, air mail, and general aviation. And so the following activities, the airport activities in respect of the following parameters are to be made. Actually, the predictions have to be made, including the annual passenger volume, annual volume of the aircrafts, peak day and peak hour volume of the passengers and the aircraft, air cargo, air mail, and the general aviation. Then important components of an airport are given below. What are the air? See, now the next topic is about the important components of an airport. What are those? This is start from the runway. The first will be the runway. The second is terminal building. The third one is apron. Fourth one is taxiway. Fifth one is aircraft stand. Sixth one is hangar. Seventh is control tower. And the eighth one is parking. So these are the actually important components. Important components of an airport, right? Now we'll talk about these components one by one in detail. If we talk about the runways, what are a runway? How we define a runway? Runway kya hai? Runway is basically is the area or a platform where an aircraft lands or takes off. In the same way, a railway station, जहाँ पे आपका एक पैसेंजर ट्रेन या तो वैगन्स जो है स्टॉप करती है, मतलब रुकती है और वहां पे आपका पैसेंजर्स का लोडिंग और अनलोडिंग होता है, ठीक है. इन द सेम वे, runways is an area or a platform where an aircraft actually lands or takes off, ठीक है. It can be grass, it can be packed dirt, it can be a hard surface such as an asphalt or concrete. Runways have special markings on them to help a pilot in the air to tell that it is a runway and not a road, right? To help them when they are landing or taking off, runway markings are white. Okay, so what is a runway? Is a platform where an aircraft lands or takes off. Uh, it can be your grass, packed dirt, hard surface such as an asphalt or concrete. These have a special marking actually, which help the pilot in the air to tell that it is a. It, they used to difference, find out a difference between a runway and a road. That is, it is a not road, it is a runway, and it will help them when they are landing or taking off. And runway margins are actually white in color. Okay, so this is all about the runway. After the runway, just look at it. This is your the pictorial representation of a runway. If we represent a runway, we have to represent the runway in such a way. So this is your runway. Actually, the marking here, you can see the marking, white marking has been done on the runways. After runway, the important component of airport is your terminal building. How do you define a terminal building? An airport, also known as airport terminal, these buildings are the spaces where passengers board or alight from the flights. These buildings house all the necessary facilities for the passenger to check in their luggage, clear the customs, and have lounges to wait before disembarking. The terminals can house cafes, lounges, and bars to serve as the waiting areas for the passenger. Ticket counters, luggage check-in or transfer security checks, and customs are the basis of all the airport terminal. Large airports can have more than one terminal that are connected to one another through link way such as walkways, sky bridges. Smaller airports usually have only one terminal that houses all the required facility. So this terminal building, also known as airport terminal, these buildings are actually the spaces where passengers board or alight from the flights. This building house all the necessary facilities for the passenger to check in their luggage, clear the customs, and have lounges to wait before disembarking. The terminals can have cafes, lounges, and they can have bars serving as a waiting areas for the passenger. They can have ticket counters, luggage check-in or transfer, security checks and customs are the basics of all the airport terminal. Large airports can have more than one terminal that are connected to one another through linkways such as walkways, sky bridges. Smaller airports usually have only one terminal that houses all the required facilities. Okay, after the terminal buildings, you can have a pictorial representation of the terminal building. This is how a terminal building looks in the airport premises. Then is your apron. How do you define the aprons? Aprons here means the area where the aircrafts are parked, they are unloaded, refueled, or boarded. Aprons are also sometimes called ramps. They vary in size from areas that may hold 5 or 10 small planes to the very large areas that the major airports have. Although the use of the apron is covered by the regulations such as lighting on the vehicles, it is typically more accessible to users than the runway or taxiway. However, the apron is not usually open to the general public and a license may be required to gain the access. So what is an apron? Area where the aircrafts are parked, unloaded, refueled, or boarded. These are also called as ramps. They may vary in size from areas that may hold 5 or 10 small planes to the very large area that the major airports have. Although the use of the apron is covered by the regulation such as lighting on the vehicles is typically more accessible to the users than the runway or taxiway. However, the apron is not usually open to the general public and a license may be required to gain access. After apron, now we have taxiway. Taxiway का मतलब यहाँ ये हुआ कि it is a path on an airport connecting the runways with ramps, hangars, terminals, and other facilities. They mostly have hard surface such as asphalt or concrete, although smaller airports sometimes uses gravel or grass. So what is your taxiway? This is your taxiway. Taxiway का मतलब it is a path, connecting path between the runways and the ramps, uh, hangars. If you have to connect the runways with the hangars, with the terminals and other facilities, then you connect it using a path, and that path is actually known as the taxiway. And they are mostly having the hard surface such as asphalt or concrete, although smaller airports sometimes uses the gravels or the grass, right? Then you have aircraft stand. What is an aircraft stand? Is a portion of an apron designated as a taxiway and intended to provide the access to aircraft stands only. So aircraft stand का मतलब ये हुआ कि ये एक आपके apron का एक portion है which is designated as a taxiway and intended to provide the access to the aircraft stands only, right? So this is your how aircraft stand looks like. Then is your hangar. Hangar is a closed building structure to hold the aircraft in protective storage. Okay, hangar is a closed building structure to hold the aircraft in protective storage. Most hangars are built up of metal, but other materials such as wood and concrete are also used. Hangars are used for the protection from the weather, protection from direct sunlight, maintenance, repair, manufacture, assembly, and storage of the aircraft on the airfields, aircraft carriers, and the ships. So what is a hangar? It is a closed building structure to hold the aircraft in protective storage. Uh, it is actually made up of the metal, but some other materials such as wood or concrete are also used. These hangars are used for the protection from the weather, protection from the direct sunlight, maintenance, repair, manufacture, assembly, and storage of the aircraft on airfields, aircraft carriers, and ships. Okay. After hangar, air traffic control tower. So a tower at an airfield from which an air traffic is controlled by the radio and observed physically and by radar. So what is a air traffic control tower? A tower at an airfield from which an air traffic is controlled by the radio and observed physically and by a radar. So at that point we call it as a air traffic ATC, that is air traffic control tower, right? Then is your parking. Parking is a specific area of the airport at which the vehicles are parked. This is a very simple definition. Here you can see the pictorial representation of the parking also. A specific area of an airport at which vehicles are parked. This is your actually the typical layout of an airport. How it looks like. You can see the different components. In the different components, it started from the runway lighting, uh, delicing area, pre-threshold, PAPI, runway designator, center line. The seventh one is touchdown zone. Then eighth one is aiming point. Ninth one is your threshold. Then 10th one is stop bay, holding position, edge marking, high speed, toy, helicopter stand, fire stand, airline service, bus stop, and the taxi stands. So this is your typical layout of an aircraft. Here you can see the runway. This is your runway actually. This is your taxiway. This taxiway is used to connect the runway with the other buildings and other facilities. Then we have the apron area. This apron area is to accommodate these flights. Then we have these aircraft stands also. We have also seen the ramps. Hangars के बारे में मैंने आपको बताया कि what is the role of the hanger. Hanger is actually used to accommodate all the aircraft, to protect it from the weather and all. So these are actually the typical layout of an airport area. Different components. These are 18 different components of an airport. So this is all about the this today's lecture. We have covered the different feasibility studies and also covered the so this was your airport planning. This entire lecture was divided into airport planning, and this included your types of airport planning studies and this forecasting. So airport planning studies is actually divided into 7 different studies. You know, the 7 different studies are like this. It goes like this. It was started from the technical feasibility studies, then forecasting requirement studies, facilities planning, financial planning, economic planning, organizational planning, strategic planning, and environmental planning. Then we have studied about one by one, that is for engineering and technical planning studies, forecasting requirement studies, and then facilities planning, financial planning, economic planning, organizational planning, and strategic planning. Then environmental planning, and for this we have the different assessment also. Then we have seen the forecasting in aviation and airport planning. This include the annual passenger volume. So these elements are actually forecasted: annual passenger volume, annual volume of the aircrafts, peak day and peak hour volume of the passengers and aircraft, air cargo, air mail, and general aviation. And then we have seen the different components starting from the runway, terminal building, apron, taxiway, aircraft stand, hangar, control tower, and the parking. So we can see one by one the diagrams of the runway. This is your actually runway. The markings are done using white color. Then your terminal buildings, which is including the different ticket centers, customs, immigrations, and other facilities, including lounges. Then aprons, where aircraft are parked, unloaded, and refueled. Then your taxiway, it is a connecting path between the your ramps and hangars and other terminal building and other facilities. Then we have seen about the aircraft stand. This is an apron designated as a taxiway and intended to provide the access to aircraft stands only. We have hangar for the protection from the weather, protection from direct sunlight, maintenance, repair, manufacture, assembly, and storage of aircraft on airfield, aircraft carriers, and ships. Then we have ATC, that is air traffic control tower. It's controlled by the radio and observed physically by the radar. Then is your parking, that is a specific area of an airport at which a visible at which vehicles are parked. Then we have the typical layout of an airport. This how this looks like. So this is all about the airport planning studies module 4 unit 3. So thank you so much. We'll discuss about the different module 4 different topic, that is airport configuration, and we'll talking about the runway configuration and taxiway configuration in the next lecture. So if you have any query related to any one of the lecture including railways and airport till module 3, you can write to me at ankur495@bit.ac.in. I will be the most happy person to inquire all the queries of yours. So thank you for listening to patiently. Have a nice day, enjoy, and goodbye. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.